All right, we've had this young man on the show before, and at least I believe so. I know for a fact that I met him outside one day, and I thought he was interesting as hell and had an unbelievable charisma to him. And then I went to, I was judging a roast battle here on a Tuesday night one night, and I saw him roast battle, and again, very impressive. I can't tell whether he's a genius or he's crazy. So here he is for you, ladies and gentlemen, William Montgomery. He's something else. He's a special character. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise one more time for William Montgomery.
I'm gonna lose the fucking caboose!
That is the train conductor with the gambling problem. I like it when my mom goes out of town because I get to sleep on her side of the bed. I have a friend who's paralyzed from the waist up, which is a blessing because he's a dancer.
I just spent $30 fucking on the ecstasy. The least you can do is buy the movie tickets.
It's an impression of my uncle in '94 before we went to go see the movie Twister. So I'm pretty sure I'm allergic to heroin. It makes my stomach hurt. I'm not a big fan of hallucinogens, but I love how acid makes evanescent sound. So I've got a whistling album coming out in a couple weeks. It's about what it sounds like, just my brother and me whistling songs like Jingle Bells the night before Christmas. Where'd the cookies go? Smells like Dad's been down here. Who put so many logs on the fire? Why does he have to drink so much? Be quiet, I hear him. Get behind the sofa, he'll see you. Who's he yelling at? Oh my God, what has happened? Stop saying that and get behind the sofa. He's staring right at you. How doesn't he see you? With classics like Get Under the Porch, I hear his truck coming up the driveway. Please eat it. He'll just get more mad if you don't. And it's not a ghost in the closet, it's just Dad. So I'm pretty sure I have lupus. I obviously got the recessive gene, but the interesting thing is both of my parents are black. I just discovered Viagra doesn't protect you against AIDS.
What the fuck am I gonna do?
I got roofied at the strip club the other day, which ended up being a nightmare because I had to dance in the next 5 minutes.
I'm white with black stripes!
That is the racist zebra. So I got high the other day, which ended up being a nightmare because I had to dance in the next 5. So I'm almost finished with a screenplay for a movie I've been working on called World War II, A Survivor's Tale, but it's spelled T-A-I-L. And it's about a family of squirrels living in a tree in the middle of Berlin during World War II. It's based off the poem by Shel Silverstein. Basically, Larry, the father of the squirrel family, begins getting suspicious when Hitler starts rounding up all the Jews. Patricia, the mother of the squirrel family, knows something's wrong, but Hitler's got some pretty good plans for Germany, so she's on board. Basically, it's the struggle of Larry and Patricia's marriage while also witnessing the transformation of Berlin during World War II from the perspective of a squirrel family up in a tree. Jonathan Taylor Thomas makes his theatrical return as Oscar, the older brother of the Squirrel family. Critics are hailing it as a sublime combination of Five Will Goes West meets Schindler's List. A must-see. So I've been performing exorcisms down at the Indian reservation.
Why are you looking at me? Wrong Indian.
In New Delhi.
The code breaker! You cracking the code, Rudy?
That's a movie I just finished. It's about an American code breaker that goes down to Jamaica to crack the biggest code Jamaica's ever seen. And in the middle of him cracking the code, there's a tap on his shoulder, and he turns around, and it's a Jamaican man. He's like,
The code breaker! You cracking the code, Rudy?
so I'm Chris Kringle's younger brother, Matt Kringle.
Go ahead, finish it.
I'm a member of a satanic church called the Church of the Secret Serpents. So I've been playing a bunch of Monopoly recently. And I'll be quite frank, if after the first go round I don't land on Ventnor Avenue,
I'm gonna fucking lose it!
if someone ever tries to sell you ecstasy on Boardwalk, don't do it. It's a cop.
You wanna take him a bombs? I got 20!
That is my impression of the Hispanic Little Mermaid. Originally, that was black. I didn't know if I should say black. I took a Lyft over here, and I told the Lyft driver and the other African-American man up front my first joke, and only the driver laughed. I have an aunt. She looks a lot like my cousin. We're gonna need to get the realtor in here. I'm pretty sure there's a poltergeist living with us. It's my strongest joke. It's scary you did not laugh at that. 5 years ago, I was diagnosed with cough. Since the diagnosis, my life has not been the same. I'm coughing a bunch. So I recently got fired from the Home Shopping Network. They knew I was addicted to the drug spice, and I lived in a tree. Weirdly enough, last night I was trying to look at the eclipse up in the tree, and I rolled off the limb I was on and landed on my neck and hurt my neck real bad. So I'm single. I'm holding out for a black or an Oriental. So I started working for an antique mall the other day, and a guy came by my booth trying to sell me Beanie Babies, and the whole time I was just like, hella nice sounds like hella expensive. So I was a a pretty big amateur daredevil 10 years ago. Everything was going good until my skate got caught in a sewer grate. Then I hurt my leg. I don't know if y'all have ever gone to a movie at the movie theater before and someone starts coughing real loud.
Fucking get him out of there! I'm sick and tired of it!
Just going to see the movie Twister with my aunt and somebody starts coughing real loud. My apartment has this complex. Hey, do y'all have any more copies left of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? That's an impression of my aunt who got hit in the head really hard with a golf ball in '92.
Sir, you're gonna have to stand a little closer to the goddamn fence!
It's an impression of my uncle whenever he sees a Japanese person at the water park. I don't know if y'all watch porn, but I'm a big uvula guy. For those of you that don't know, that's the thing at the back of your throat. This is an impression of my buddy with a foot fetish whenever he comes over to my house. Dude, just take off your fucking socks. If you were homeless, you could wear whatever you wanted. Nobody would be like, hey, Trisha, why are you wearing that sombrero with the garbage sack?
I got 20, you got 40. I got 40, you got 20. I got 40, you got 20. I got 20, you got 40.
That is my buddy and me when we're about to buy cocaine and we're at the ATM. Just because you can't get $30 out of the ATM.
Hold on, wait a second. Where am I? Saigon?
If I'm going to be real with y'all, I'm pretty addicted to candy cigarettes. I eat like 2 packs a day.
Hold on, where am I? Saigon?
I'm gonna open up to y'all right now. I'm addicted to robbing garage sales just because it's so easy to be like, hey, hold on, this is free, right?
My family and I have been sitting here for 15 minutes. Can we get some fucking menus?
That is the guy that doesn't know how McDonald's works.
Let me hear y'all make some noise if you met Dracula for the first time and thought he'd be just a little bit taller. Hey, Ted, I don't get it. What did you invent?
That is the guy who goes to his buddy's intervention and doesn't really know what an intervention is.
Y'all didn't hate me last week when I was at the zoo.
So the rumors are true. I was the actor in the movie Problem Child of the early 90s. I've also been killing people down in Mexico. I prefer a chainsaw, just a very intimate way to just chop someone's arm off. Let's give it up for Speedo Goggles, y'all. So this is the movie critic who compares every movie he sees to the movie Edward Scissorhands when he's watching the movie Jaws for the first time.
Hold on, who the fuck has the scissor hands? All I see is a shark. You think there could be less butter? Get out of my kitchen.
That is a phrase I used to say at a cooking show. That was my friend. Just kidding, April Fools. I'd like to give a moment of silence to a dear friend of mine. We lost him. His name is Westminster Doorknobblers. We worked at a Sbarro together. April Fools, there's not really someone named Westminster Doorknobblers. I'm pretty pumped. I finally got to see Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 last night, starring Helen Mirren. Spoiler alert, Helen Mirren is in fact the Roller Coaster Tycoon. April Fools, that's not a real movie. So I was recently diagnosed with a disease called turtle dysmorphia. I knew I had it when I was in the bathroom and I saw my reflection and it was just a turtle's head.
Who all we got? Vote for Mike Huckabee.
So when you get home, just breathe into a paper sack and drink a glass of Tang. That is the doctor that gives really bad advice. But seriously, after the joke battle last week that I lost, I got really drunk. I ate some mushrooms. I got in my car, and I slammed into a bunch of people and hurt my neck really bad. So I'm pretty excited. I recently found out I'm related to the 27th President of the United States of America, the man that got us into Vietnam, the man that got us out of the gold standard, the man that discovered the vaccine for rabies. I'm talking about Ralph Martinez. So I've been playing a bunch of the board game Guess Who recently, and weirdly enough, I've discovered the two best questions to ask are what's your AOL password and is your aunt black? So who is this, Steely Dan or Lil Boosie? That is the curious music critic. But seriously, Ralph Martinez got us into Vietnam. He got us off the gold standard. Rufio, Rufio! Sorry, I thought y'all were fans of the movie Hook. Y'all were supposed to say Rufio on the third time. Seriously, it is so exciting to be here. Easter is my favorite holiday. I did a bunch of ecstasy earlier. I watched All Dogs Go to Heaven 4 times. It's probably the classic Easter movie. Sorry, I thought y'all have seen All Dogs Go to Heaven. Pie right, pie wrong. It's gypsum. Sorry, I thought y'all were geology majors. My uncle fell off y'all's roof. Can I use y'all's phone? That's an impression of me when I was a little boy. My uncle had dementia and thought he worked for the local cable company.
I don't know who's running this place, but I was trapped in the porta potty for 45 fucking minutes. I have diverticulitis.
But seriously, don't mistake me for the pilot. I only operate the flight simulator. Who's winning the game? God damn it! As an impression of my father, whenever we watch sports at my house, he's a horrible gambler. He's a fan of the New York Enigmas. They are a hockey team now defunct. But seriously, I work at the Lexus Tustin up north. I sell hatchbacks and SUVs. It's so weird. I was actually the actor. I was the only male actor in an all-female soccer team movie. It was called Ladybugs. I don't know if last time I got a response like that, it was at the Oscar screening for Ladybugs. At the time, I was heavily addicted to a drug called ephedrine. So I had to stop doing cocaine with Ja Rule, because every time we do it, he wouldn't stop saying, "Holla, holla." It'd be like, "Ja Rule, we're at the Applebee's bathroom. Are you sure? Gonna do it? Keep it down, man." And he'd be like, "Holla, holla." Ja Rule, it's Easter. We're at my Episcopal church. I think I can speak for all of us up here right now. Jello shots, I prefer Jello. You might recognize me. I was in the penultimate recollection of the movie Jaws. I'm talking about Jaws the Revenge. I was the sailor in that. I had a couple of big quotes in that. Let me give y'all one of my quotes. "Hold on, Steven! Get off the back of the truck!" "Where's Steven? Where's the shark?" So I recently got fired from the circus. I was pretty good at guessing people's ages, but in regards to their weights, I couldn't do it. Let me give you Jim Javelin. I think you will enjoy the statement. Just picture me working for the circus, just trying to guess some lady's weight, and I just pull this number. "Hold on, bitch! You don't weigh 200! So I'm working on a movie where I get into bar fights in Japan. It's called Crouching Tiger, Hidden Pool Cue. I'd like to give y'all just a little taste of that. Hold on, Yoshi, where's my pool cue? I'm about to fight someone. Let's give it up for Tony Chin. I've been looking for him. He's out of the sewer system. Shut the fuck up. I got a lot riding on this. Shut it down. So they have a Rosetta Stone for deaf people now, which is cool because my uncle's deaf. I would like to give y'all a little piece of that movie. Hold on, Yoshi, where's my pool cue? See, it scares me. I thought that was probably going to be the biggest laugh of tonight. Not a lot of people know this about me, but I have a son now. He's 3 years old. There haven't been a lot of surprises in his upbringing other than just how high he gets when we smoke weed together. We were in a McDonald's the other day, and he was trying to steal a quarter pounder. And I was just like, Jameis, you have to stop doing that. I apologize if I seem off. I'm on a bunch of embalming fluid right now. It's a huge nightmare. I'm having a real bad time. You're in for a treat. This is probably one of my best jokes. I wrote it this past week. Hold on. So is that a Hewlett Packard or a Dell? I don't know how to finish it. My brother's been having a sexual relationship with his teacher. The weird thing is we're homeschooled. I'd like to do a cut scene from that, just MIA paper planes playing, and I bust through the door. Just like, Vance, that's our mom!
Oh, Emma said you live in the swamps.
That is my impression of Swamp Thing in the new Avengers movie. Hell of a superhero. I think I realized I was addicted to magic for the first time when I brought a rabbit out of the top hat and saw the kid smile. I'd like to do a little cutscene to that, just MIA paper planes playing, and me just saying, hold on, where's Richard Sabalas? How's it going? My name is William Montgomery, and I'm running for county alderman. It's been a long time coming. I think I realized I wanted to be a politician the day my grandfather went overboard on a boat we were on. I couldn't save him, damned if I didn't try. He was out in the waves for probably 30 minutes. I just couldn't reach him. My arms weren't long enough. But what I can promise you people tonight, if y'all elect me to county alderman, your arms might not be long enough, but by God, mine will be! I watched my grandfather die! Out in the surf! This is Vaseline in my hair! How am I gonna go to sleep tonight? I'm gonna have to remember to take a shower. It's all over. I'll be back. That is Arnold Schwarzenegger if he were a elevator repairman going into a building, seeing the elevator in between floors, just realizing he doesn't have the right equipment. I'm glad I'm not a girl, but I think I'd like something alive inside of me.
I'm not going in the ocean after watching Shark Week.
That was my second best joke of 2008. Weird story is I died 6 hours ago. So I'm gonna set a scene. Tim Tebow is still playing in the NFL. I found myself doing a Tebow the other night. I wasn't kneeling down in prayer, but to do the cocaine off the table. So I have a website. It's called Streaming Diamonds. It's a lot like Netflix, but we just have earnest movies.
I don't know who's been stealing the plastic containers out of my mailbox, but fucking bring them back.
It's an impression of me when I lived in the Philippines. Don't be alarmed at the color of my skin. I'm not going to be robbing any of y'all tonight. It's not a black joke. It's a Filipino joke. I don't know if y'all have ever been to the Philippines before. It's a nightmare. I'm doing 30 minutes tonight. Redban, what do I had to tell my daughter for the first time last week.
I'm not teaching your ass how to roll a blade.
So I'm a pretty big boobs guy. Whenever I'm on my calculator, I'm spelling out boobs. I don't know if y'all have ever actually seen Dracula pee, but I haven't. He drinks all that blood. Why? So I have an idea for a T-shirt. It just has text on it. Not all who have big hands are good at magic. I've been going to the airport a lot lately, not flying on planes, but stealing people's shit. You're going to Jacksonville. Your bag's not. You're flying in Russia. I've heard bad things about the airspace. Your bag's not following you.
Man, get off my cape.
That is he Black Dracula. So it's hard doing cocaine with Dracula because whenever we're bent down in front of the mirror, I can't see his fucking reflection. Hey, Dad, just put it in the tarantula bag. I don't know if y'all are familiar.
I need you guys to make a lot of noise. One more time.
What the fuck is going on? The fuck is going on?
So my dad's been telling everyone he teaches self-defense classes, and every time I'm just like, Dad, it's just me, you, and Mom wrestling around up in y'all's fucking room. Quit getting me in those holds. That's my best joke. It scares me. Y'all didn't laugh at that. I don't know if y'all have seen Honey, I Shrunk the Kids yet, but that glitter scene, that's my best joke, so it scares me. Y'all aren't laughing at that. So I don't know if y'all heard about that guy that got beat up out front of the grocery store by all the black belts. Y'all are in for a treat. This is probably my best impression. That is the guy who confuses black belts with black people.
Guys, make some fucking noise!
Yeah, what the fuck is going on? My brother's here!
So I've been wearing scrubs recently. You know, people think you're a doctor. I find myself in the CVS bathroom with just Egyptian bitches coming up to me being like, hey, my arm hurts. Bitch, I can't fix your arm. I'm not a doctor. So everything's been going pretty good in my life recently, other than my addiction to whippets. I don't know what to do with all the canisters. I don't know what to do. Antarctica, the poor man's Japan. That's an ESPN shirt. I work for ESPN. If I'm going to be honest, a lot of people say I look like Bonnie Raitt. You want something to talk about? I want something to talk about in the CVS bathrooms. So I just got accepted into DeVry's psychic program. I knew I would. I'm a fucking psychic. Just not that good at it. So I've been calling a bunch of classified ads recently, not really to buy anything, just to talk. And after about 5 minutes, they're always like, hold on, is this William? And I'm like, yeah, it is. You know I'm lonely. You know I used to live with my half-aunt in Washington in the early 1980s. You know she died when Mount St. Helens erupted. I think you'll like this next one. So yeah, this is called baseball. In case y'all were wondering, I did, in fact, get the job at Supercuts this past week. Let's give it up for Pat Martinez. That is a female. She gave me the job. So I have a pretty serious balloon fetish. I think the neck is my favorite part. It's probably one of the best jokes I've written recently that scares me. Y'all didn't laugh. I don't know if y'all thought about it, but is all that sex on nature DVDs consensual? Because I'll be quite frank, I know a meerkat named Richard Yoplait who's been raping bitches since '05. He's out of control. He takes them to motel rooms. He has unconsensual sex. What's up, y'all? I used to play Flip Cup before my immune system got compromised. The rumors are true. I have strep throat and AIDS.
Let me hear y'all make some noise if you ever go to theme parks just to look at the kids.
So I've been going to a bunch of theme parks recently. I go because people don't realize I'm looking at the Asian kids unable to get on the roller coaster. I only go to the psychics who can tell me my past. But seriously, I do have strep throat. I think something is also wrong with my adenoids. I'm currently in a rap group called Adenoids. Jay-Z told me to tell that joke. I have never stolen that much food from a Kmart before. That is something I said to a police officer 2 weeks ago before I went to jail. Alexa, play I Work at a Kmart. And all my coworkers are talking shit, and I swear to God, if they don't stop, I'm going to come back into this fucking Kmart with an AK-47 and shoot everyone. Hey, William, just say hi to people this time. That's an impression of my mother whenever we're at the grocery store. Alexa, play I Work at a Kmart, and I swear to God, if my coworkers don't stop talking shit, I'm going to come up in there with some Speedo goggles and an AK-47 and kill everyone. I smoked a little weed earlier, and right afterwards, I was like, no thanks. What is this, K2 Spice? Where are we, the Philippines? I don't get it. Why are people looking Asian, yet they're talking in a Spanish accent? If I end up having a daughter, I want her to get involved in beauty pageants. I feel like the best age group for that is 3 to 5. That's where you can really sort of put on the makeup how you like. You can really dress them up how you like. They don't ask if it's Pantene Pro V you're putting in their hair, even though it's White Rain coconut. I shit my pants the other day. Luckily, I was at home last night. However, I wasn't so lucky. I work at a Chili's.
What's the deal with the Twilight Zone?
See, that scares me. There weren't more laughs. That was the punchline. Oh, God.
Watch it, kid.
That's my impression of the taxi driver in Home Alone 2.
What's the deal with Gilligan's Island?
I am so sorry. Tony told me if the set doesn't go good tonight, I'm off as the regular. I have a lot of pressure on me tonight. I have a lot of pressure on my small toe. How's it going, y'all? I work for Speedo Goggles. No, but seriously, I have been snorting a bunch of catnip recently. Don't worry, I have a hold on it. I wrote that 5 years ago. That allowed me to open up for Cat Stevens, the guitar player, father and son, will be played during my funeral. Missy Elliott taught me that one day if I could escape from the dungeon in the basement of my father's insurance agency, if I could put my mind to it, I could become a dancer. Fantasy football tip. Fantasize you're out there playing tackle football with human boys instead of rotting in the dungeon below your father's.
You want to finish
Can
it?
I tell my last joke?
Yeah, of course you can. He's got one more.
I'm a librarian, damn it!
That's an impression of my dad paddling me in the dungeon when I haven't been using my library voice. I'd like to give a brief moment of silence to Milli Vanilli's Rob Anderson. He tragically died on this day, Labor Day. It's a dark time for me. I recently got fired from QVC, something about they were pretty sure I was addicted to heroin and lived in a tree. I'm going to be passing out my DJ cards later. My DJ name is Rob Anderson's Milli Vanilli Experience, featuring William Montgomery, he's not that sick, period. So I've been having a bunch of cat parties recently. I take acid and round up all the neighborhood cats up into my apartment. Just looking at them, wondering who they are. I'd like to give you maybe a little cutscene of that.
Are you going to do the... Is there more to that?
Oh, hello, sir. Are you a cat? How he is? Hey, Dick.
That's what you're like at the cat party?
Cat party. So I started a website called datemebeforeidie.com. It's for white guys with lupus and black guys with sickle cell anemia. Not a lot of people know this about me, but when I was a junior in high school, I stole my grandmother B. Vance's purple Ford Taurus. I was going 80 miles an hour through a thoroughfare, slammed into a guy, killed him, spent 8 years out of a 20-year prison sentence. Got involved in the scared strip. got involved in the Scared Straight program, turned a lot of lives around. 2 weeks later, I was in the ladies' Foot Locker in the mall, getting busted by the police. I was stealing ladies' shoes. I have lupus. I also have something called sickle cell anemia. Hope everyone is doing well. My name is Matthew Germany. I moved to California a couple weeks ago for the recycling opportunities. Couple nights ago, met up with Jaleel White, drunkenly crashed his car, owe the man $5,000. Did I do that? I just discovered you're not supposed to keep your toothpaste in the refrigerator. What the fuck am I supposed to do? So the other day, my roommate came home early from work. She works at a factory. She caught me kissing her cat. His name is Aladdin. He's a tabby. I didn't care. I have 2 weeks left. What's up? I wanna give it up for my uncle. We used to work for Exhibit. But seriously, I'm from La Jolla. I grew up by the tide pools, a lot of stagnant water. But seriously, I've been up for 5 days on Zantac 75. I have really bad acid reflux. Seriously, I'm from La Jolla. I've been working at a wood fire pizza place. It's called Pizza Hut. It is so nice to be here. I was sick. 2 years ago, I had something called strep throat. I couldn't breathe when I was swimming in swimming pools. I had Speedo. First and foremost, let's give it up for Ja Rule. That was the man in the wheelchair. He was in Steamboat Springs, Colorado 4 years ago. He got drunk. He hit a backflip he couldn't finish. Ended up at the hospital in Memphis, the Med, trying to remember how to read, not knowing how he got. Not a lot of people know this about me, but my uncle is Richard Dracula. He is a part of the Monopoly sort of ring of games. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Ventnor Avenue, but can I get a little love? Let's give it up for Swamp Thing. My uncle, Richard Swamp Thing, he lives up in Idaho. He doesn't know how to read. Growing up, Dracula was a really big influence on me, just how he walked, how he talked, how he presented himself. Sometimes when I'm in a dark room, I'll wonder if my eyes are open or closed, and then I'll blink. So I had to go to Dr. Seuss the other day. My leg was real hurt, and his synopsis was, I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. Your leg looks broken, gonna need a splint. He is a very nice man. His name is Frank Dracula. He lives up in a magnolia tree outside of my parents' house in Memphis. He is addicted to Zantac 75. He refuses to actually get in the sewer in front of my parents' house. First off, Tony Martinez, I found your identification card. So I have a movie coming out in a couple weeks called High Tides, The Other Dracula Story. Los Angeles police officer Jack angers retired bomb squad member Howard Payne by failing his attempts at taking hostages. In revenge, Howard Payne arms a bus that will explode if it goes under 50 miles per hour. With the help of spunky passenger Annie and his buddy Harry, they try to make it so the bus doesn't get below 50 miles per hour, while also trying to figure out how Howard Payne is monitoring them.
Yeah, so this is called a sewer pharmacy.
As an impression of my uncle, he literally works in a sewer at a pharmacy chain. It used to be called Kmart. First off, I just want to say, Richard Pisping, I love you. My dad loves you. He's a big MMA guy. So I started doing a bunch of cocaine with Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's like we do it, and he won't stop saying, "I'll be back."
Yeah, I'm not listening to you.
Hold on, that really threw me off. We didn't plan that. I mean, seriously, this is the night to remember. You really just threw me off there.
Keep going, William. Keep going. You guys, you want to start over? One more time for William Montgomery.
Let me do it one more time.
Take it from the top. The legend killer, the big red machine, William Montgomery.
Do your real set.
How's it going, Richard Pisping? I love you. My father's a giant fan. MMA, I love it. I could have been in the NBA, actually. I had a mean jumper. Let's give it up for Pisping. So I have a T-shirt idea. Its color is a circumstance. The T-shirt's green, has an alien on the front. You told me to say that one. What? Are you trying to mess this up? Let's give it up for Richard Pisping. I'm a giant fan. My father loves you. He's a big MMA guy back in Memphis. Sort of a lone wolf lawyer type. He loves MMA. It's quite the experience to be standing up here with you right now. Here's what I was going to say second.
Okay. There you go, William Montgomery, everybody. Here's what he was going to say second.
Hey, Redban, have you been working out, or are those shoulder pads?
Where in the fuck is Patrick?
He told me I could smoke out back. I fell through the roof. I lost one of my Crocs. He knows I have Lyme's disease. How many of y'all hire a clown for your kid's birthday, and when you find out it's a Jewish guy, you're a little...
Patrick! Why'd you tell me to say that?
Patrick is Filipino. He, not to be trusted. Hey, Sean, I get it, we're brothers, but this has to stop. That's an impression of me talking to my superior the other day at Foot Locker. Patrick, why'd you tell me to fucking say that? Where is Patrick? Seriously, where is Patrick? Everyone's always older than me. That's what Dracula says a bunch. You just called me a pussy. Are you really going to mess this up? I was trying to give a shout out to Daryl Steinberg, y'all's current mayor right now. Big ups. Daryl, if you're watching this, just please accept my LinkedIn request. I had to stop smoking weed because I got real addicted to the embalming fluid.
Let me hear y'all make some noise if you ever faked your own death. To try to see how your dog would react. And your dog ends up just trying to eat you. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have told that joke. Oh my God. I don't know.
Oh, this guy's leaving. He hates him. Oh my God. Come on, make some
Who the
noise.
fuck is that? Let's give it up for Jerry Rice. Let's give it up for Joe Montana.
So Dracula and I have gotten to be pretty good buddies. It's just weird because he won't stop coming over to my mom's house now asking for blood, and my mom's pretty worried that he has a problem. So she now thinks I have a problem, and I have to be like, Mom, it's just fucking blood. There's no I in time work. That is the illiterate guy that works at a clock shop. Yikes. So it's sort of weird. My brother won't stop doing crossword puzzles, and he doesn't know how to read. That did so much better last night in my dream that I had where I said that.
It's William Montgomery.
Let's give it up for Barry Bonds. Let's give it up for Full House.
So there's gravity in here, right? That is the dice shooting gambler when he ends up in space. I've been going to the grocery store with my mom a lot recently, and every time she's like, William, just say hi to people this time.
Let's give it up for Alcatraz. Let's give a moment of silence for my Uncle Richard Alcatraz.
He directed movies such as Jaws the Revenge and Speed 2. He was a trailblazer. He actually got killed on Alcatraz. It was gang-related. Total nightmare. My mom couldn't deal with the loss. She started taking Zantac. I started taking Zantac.
Let me hear y'all make some noise if you like Tim Lincecum.
In 2010, my daughter was born, but the only thing greater than that was the
Giants winning the World Series.
So I have a movie coming out. It's called Allah, and in Alaska, it's about a Muslim man who falls in love with a lady dog sled racer from Anchorage. But their relationship is put to the test when Ramadan falls during the Iditarod. San Francisco, if I end up jumping off a bridge,
It's gonna be from the Golden Gate Bridge.
I used to homeschool my daughter. We fucked a lot.
Let me hear y'all make some noise for Willie Mays.
September 22nd, 1987 is an important date for me. It's when I got married to my wife. It's also when Full House first aired on television.
Let's give it up for Full House, y'all. Let's give it up for the Olsen twins.
Another fun date, January 28, 1986. My uncle Ralph Martinez blew up on the Challenger shuttle. I've never stolen that much food from a... God, I messed that up. Let me try that one more time. I've never stolen that much food from a Kmart before. That is what I said to my arresting officer last year before I got thrown in prison.
Let's give it up for Alcatraz, y'all. Let's give it up for Kobe Bryant, Los Angeles. Y'all ever heard of Magic Johnson?
So I tried to avoid the TSA agents who were also magicians, just because last time Carlos pulled a gun out of my ear. I was driving down the road the other day and saw a license plate that said PVTI on it. And I drove up to the guy and I was like, "What are you, a private eye?" And he was like, "What are you talking about?"
Let's give it up for Mike Bibby, Sacramento.
That killed in Sacramento.
Let's give it up for Michael Irvin Johnson, Los Angeles Lakers. So my uncle bought me some Sammy Sosa cereal last night. I ate it and woke up black. Where the fuck is Tony Chin? My uncle, Tony Alcatraz, took me for ice cream last night. We had a good time down in Venezuela. I'm totally fucking this up.
I'm tired of being big and black. You know what I mean? I try to walk down the hallway and my knee hits a table. Y'all ever been big and black and put a red shirt on? They call me the Kool-Aid Man. I don't drink Kool-Aid. I'm trying to lose weight. Shit's hard, man. I'm thinking about trying crack. All those motherfuckers are skinny. Ain't nobody giving big guys no pussy. Ask my mom.
Wow. Wow. I mean, wow.
Grover Chris, shut the fuck up. You always talk. Wait, where's Grover Chris?
He wrote that for Chroma Chris. He's on the road. He's
Redban looks like cat food smells.
Oh, you got roast jokes like David Lucas. This is
Joel's dick is so big it drags on the ground while he's riding Tony's coattails. Jeremiah has had sex, but is somehow still a virgin.
Oh my
Reagan and Watkins, more like Watkins and why did I start a band with Patty Reagan?
He's roasting the shit out of everybody.
Tim was supposed to be here. Until I met Tim Dillon, the only other gay Republican I knew was Tony Hinchcliffe.
Hey, that's a good one. That's a good one. That is true.
David Lucas, more like David Lupus. Wait, that's me. Hey, Brian, I didn't realize keto was 80% hard liquor. You got a drinking problem. Brian has a drinking problem. He can't stop drinking. He drinks Captain Morgan. Let's give it up for Captain Morgan. Rufio.
On the third one, you'll do it.
Rufio.
I'm a big fan of Hook, Moshi. It's exciting to meet you right now. That messed up my set. Hold on. So I'm really excited to be here this evening. I tend to do well in front of Japanese people. A little bit about me. I had to Urban Dictionary TTYL last night. So I've recently joined a band. We're called Smog Test. We're a Limp Bizkit cover band. So I've been trying to sleep a bunch recently. I don't really talk to a bunch of girls when I'm awake, but when I'm asleep, I'm running game.
Whose dick I gotta suck to get my kids back?
I heard that one time I was in court trying to get my kids back.
Hold on, you're telling me the fucking system's down?
That's what I like to say when I call it Papa John's.
Let's give it up for Papa John Shatner. He was a Marine. Let's give it up for Veterans Day.
So I'm pretty sure the best shark weeks were between 93 and 97. Whole lot of chum, whole lot of boats, whole lot of cameras. Those feeding frenzies. That was my best joke of tonight. I thought that was going to get the biggest laugh. It scares me. It did not. It's Veterans Day. My father died on Veterans Day 2 years ago. So after last week, after my Shark Week joke, my life has really changed. I was on $100,000 pyramid. I was on Jeopardy. I was on you name it. I was on it. I'm opening up next week for not only Cat Williams but Cat Stevens. I don't know if y'all were able to see last year, the Troll Godfather, spoiler alert, is not about the mafia. It's about trolls.
Let's give it up for Thanksgiving America. Let's give it up for the Pilgrim's Pride. Let's give it up for Indians.
So he's not the best funeral director, but he's a hell of a puppeteer. I don't know what the punchline to that one is yet. Thought it was going to get way more laughter. That scares me a little bit. So I've been researching wormholes lately. I have a bunch of them in my backyard. Ma'am, is your birthday November 17th?
Her birthday's November 17th, y'all. I've recently discovered I have ability. Sir, is your birthday October 31st? His birthday's October 31st, y'all.
You're here at Kill Tony.
What the fuck is going on? I make $30,000 a year in this economy. Welcome to Chili's.
I'm excited to be here tonight with Andrew Santino. He's my half-brother. We're both from a deep water port in Maine. We both got herpes together 3 years ago.
Want to give it up for Dan Soder. He's my second cousin, once removed. We worked at a Chili's together, got herpes in the bathroom. Supply and demand. That's what Dan would always, that was a joke he would say. Redban, why'd you tell me to say that one? People always ask me, William, how can you still go down into caves after last year? And I'm just like, what are you talking about? I was trapped in a Sam's Club for 6 hours, couldn't find my dad last year. Dale! Dale! Daylight come and me one go home. Dude, shut the fuck up. So I've been wearing scrubs a bunch recently. You know, people think you're a doctor, but I hate being in the grocery store just having to tell people, no, I can't fix your arm. Are these $5 bills? Because I've got a bunch of them in my fucking wallet right now. That's my father at Disney World in 2002 looking for my mom. One last sort of pearl of wisdom for y'all. I've become sort of a motivational speaker. The thing about baseball, there's always a chance. Nice to be here tonight, BT. But seriously, first and foremost, I'd like to give a moment of silence to my brother, J.C. Penney. He was recently diagnosed with hoof and mouth disease. I shit my pants the other day. Luckily, I was at home. Last night, however, I wasn't so lucky. Hey, Teresa, what happened to my dungarees? If I have a little girl, I would like her to get involved in beauty pageants. I feel like best ages for that are 3 to 5, just because you can really dress them up how you want, really get them in the right poses. It's good enough for Larry Montgomery, my dad. Why'd you fuck that up, you piece of shit? No, but seriously, who all's excited about Stargate Atlantis Season 5 coming out tomorrow? I would like to first and foremost thank Richard and Stephen Jarmones of the Fantastic Sam's in Memphis, Tennessee. They not only gave me hell of a haircut, but also hell of a life lesson. There will always be a bomb in the bomb maker's home. They're big fans of the movie Speed. I would also like to give a moment of silence to Kathy, the owl lady of Barnum and Bailey's. She taught me how to fly last week. Sadly, 3 nights ago, she jumped off the roof of her house trying to fly and died.
All right. Another. That's as William Montgomery as it gets. Make some noise for William, everybody.
Let's give it up for Jimmy Buffett, Atlanta. I don't know where I'm going to go when the volcano blows. It's funny how we can assassinate
an Iranian general, but we can't find out where Carmen Sandiego is. I think she's Filipino. I'm a big fan of the Power Rangers, only when they don't have their costumes on. What are those people? Filipino? They look Asian, but they have Hispanic names. I don't get it. I've been going to a bunch of gay bars recently. I'm looking for my father. First and foremost, I want to apologize to my Filipino brothers and sisters for opening up my set last week with Jimmy Buffett's Volcano, because I can't help but think I'm part of the reason the caldera went off. Anyway, who's got plans for the 4th? So people always say the book is better than the movie, but how many of y'all have ever read Mortal Kombat? I love how every black guy on the first 48 who dies always says he's a rapper. No, let me rephrase that. I love how every black guy who dies on the first 48 was an aspiring rapper. Knock, knock. Ghostbusters. But seriously, how many of y'all are voting for Bernie Sanders? Y'all are going to love this next one. If I were a cartel leader, I'd approach the owners of Instagram and say, hey, we'd like to buy your app. We're going to take it in a different direction. We work for Bennigan's. As y'all know, I'm from Memphis, so Martin Luther King means a lot to me. Without him, a lot of tour guides in Memphis wouldn't have a job. They'd be cooking for Bennigan's. A lot of people don't know this, but I had a close friend who died on 9/11. He's Muslim, and he ended up going up to the same heaven as the terrorist. And what he was saying to me is, those versions aren't that hot.
What do you mean there's no more ham?
It's my impression of my dad when we went to Hawaii, and we were on an island with no more ham. What a nightmare. I just sold a screenplay about the apocalypse, and it's about all the good people and bad people that are left, but they all have vitiligo. It's called The Stained. It's like Stephen King meets Michael Jackson's cover story for his skin bleaching. A lot of people don't know this. When I was in middle school, I used to get high and then choke myself. I would stick my head in my desk and just keep
Slamming the desk down!
It's actually how the guy from In Excess died.
Wow, William Montgomery, ladies and gentlemen. Wait a second. What is this?
Tony, what the fuck is going on? Who is this guy? I have one bad set last week and you replaced me?
You know, I didn't expect you to be here. I told security to keep an eye out for you, but we were just going to make a seamless transition into a different William Montgomery, William. It was so much better.
How's it going? It's actually been a while since we last met. Are you doing better? Or?
Yeah, I'm doing. I figured out. I got my dosage of Dilaudid's down. I broke into a pharmacy. If I just put one drop of Dilaudid's in a spoonful of water and shoot up, I'm good.
What was it? A
day.
CVS pharmacy?
Oh, wow. Hold for applause on that one, huh, William?
Let's give it up for Jackie Chan, y'all. I love her. Loved her in Rush Hour 2. I feel like when Michael Jackson invented the moonwalk, he didn't realize how gravity actually works on the moon. So I'm setting up an escape room in my apartment. I'm charging people $1,000 a month, $500 if they sleep in the same bed with me.
What is the Prophet Muhammad's last name? Greenstein?
That's my impression of the terrorist that finds out his terrorism sponsor when splurged on the first class tickets. That's a good joke. That's a hell of a joke. I guess this coronavirus means no more shipments of fentanyl, which kind of sucks because I was guaranteed overnight delivery. What's up, y'all? My name's William Montgomery. I am a Christian, but I also play the Ouija board. So I hotboxed my kid for the first time last night. He slept really well. He's actually still asleep. We're worried he's dead. 3 years ago, I was fired from my job at a security camera factory. They said I stole something. I said, prove it. You know those candy cigarette machines they have at Chuck E. Cheese? Yeah, that was my dad's idea. First and foremost, if y'all don't laugh tonight, I'm going to have to throw Redban off a balcony. So I've been a real germaphobe ever since I got HIV. This is a guy who's stuck on an elevator the moment he realizes he's stuck. Hold on, are we fucking stuck? Did y'all hear about the guy who predicted Kobe Bryant would die in a helicopter crash? The weird part is he started his prediction with, I sure hope. If the New Yorker doesn't publish a think piece about cisgender Christian males choosing white Christmas lights over colored Christmas lights, does an angel still get its wings? First and foremost, I want to warn y'all, I was in China last week. I was diagnosed with toxic sock syndrome. I had a sock in my vagina. I went to jail in Monopoly, and there were black guys who had been in there since the first chance card. I want to give a shout out to my 8th and 9th grade bully. You were right. Don't know why I didn't see it then. Guess my 4 eyes weren't better than 2. My parents surprised me with an early birthday gift. They're going to send me on an all-expenses-paid trip to the Betty Ford Clinic Resort and Casino.
Let me hear y'all make some noise if you're from Saipan, Indiana.
I actually have a Bluetooth now. I was punched in the face last night. My parents said my first words were Mama and Papa, and my last words to them were, the bungee cord feels a little loose. Yes, I'd like to order a t-shirt cannon, please. That's an impression of me at the gun store. Pro tip, after the teller wipes away the tears and slowly hands you the money as you have the gun in her face, don't ask for the deposit slip.
How many bank robbers we got in the crowd tonight?
I've actually had a really hard week this past week. I was just rejected from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids on Ice. I've started smoking a new type of marijuana. It's called permanent unemployment. If cocaine were an astrological sign, it would be, where's the fucking cocaine? People always talk about how they miss Rick Moranis, that they wish he was in more movies. And it's like, yeah, maybe you forgot he shrunk his fucking kids and didn't go to jail. No, but seriously, Tony, I wasn't able to make it because I have the coronavirus. I was given this hazmat suit from the nice people at Walgreens.
Let's give it up for Jimmy Buffett, Turks and Caicos. Whatever happened to Cotton Eye Joe, Turks and Caicos? I'm waiting for the laughter to subside after that one. We're going to love this next one. What did Rick Moranis tell his wife after he joined ISIS? Honey, I blew up the kids. They just released a new bungee jumping video game on VHS. It's super hard. Is it just me, or is Major League Baseball way more exciting when cheating is involved? Is it just me, or is marriage way more exciting when cheating is involved? Let me hear y'all make some noise if you got the coronavirus. That's an impression of me last night. I was actually DJing at an all-black church in Atlanta. I made a horrible mistake in quarantine today. I watched Forrest Gump for the first time. That is a tearjerker. God, when Bubba dies and that scene in the jungle. I wish Axl Rose would marry Bella Thorne so at least one rose would have a thorn. Actually made a horrible mistake in quarantine. Earlier today I watched 101 Dalmatians for the first time. But I honestly think I am sick. I am not feeling good.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. I am not feeling good. How are y'all feeling? Are y'all feeling all right?
William, how is this the craziest?
How's it going, y'all? The rumors are true. My name's Sean Dragon. I'm in all-black porn, Jamaican stuff, butt-fuck stuff. No, but seriously, I'm cosplaying as Mrs. Doubtfire right now.
Oh my
I
god.
can't believe you did that joke earlier, David, you piece of shit. It sounds like you're sick as a motherfucker, you piece of shit. No, but seriously, my name's Sean Dragon, and I've been killing kids over in Azerbaijan. Y'all are in for a treat with this next joke. I wrote a book about an 8-legged horse. It took me 3 years to write. We're going through the publishing process, and at the end, they're like, "What's the name of the book?" And I'm like, "I don't know. Who do I look like? Stephen fucking King?" I'm trying to look at my camera. I don't know what camera to, and I also don't know if I've said this joke before. Y'all are in for a treat with this next one. I'm only a fan of the Power Rangers, only when they don't have their costumes on.
Yeah. I remember that one.
Hey, how's it going? It's so nice to be here. I'm actually back in Memphis right now. My aunt died of natural causes. I read a statistic the other day that there's been a real decrease in school shootings recently. I've been listening to The Diary of Anne Frank on audiobook.
At this point, I'm a little confused about what her diary is actually about. Every time she starts a new chapter, I can't help but wonder when the Blair Witch is going to show up. I watched Blues Brothers 2000 last night. I'm sure I missed a lot because I never saw Blues Brothers 1999. I just finished a script called Minority Report. It stars Kevin Bacon and Helen Hunt as two ICE agents who find humorous ways to stay entertained while performing their jobs as ICE agents, while also searching for the Blair Witch in the forests of Maryland. How's it going? I'm giving blowjobs on blackpeoplemeet.com.
Oh my goodness.
No, just kidding. Hey, Redban, sorry I missed your Black Party, Panther Party last night. I was DJing a homeschool prom. I'm having trouble sleeping these days, so I downloaded a white noise app, and it just ended up being the Seinfeld theme song. One thing I've learned during this quarantine is that I'm not actually allergic to cats. I guess it all depends on how you cook them. Hey, Tony, does all this mean we're going to have to wait 2 more months for another Medea movie? No, but seriously, I was actually looking at Wikipedia, and Medea's criminal record is extensive. Hey, how's it going? First off, I want to give it up for my cousin. We used to kiss. So I was extremely disappointed with the ABC family edit of Eyes Wide Shut. I was almost on an episode of Extreme Home Makeover, but when they came to my front door, I set fire to a portion of my house, and a few kids died, and my cult ended. That's all I remember about my time in Waco. It's weird how nobody's questioned Batman about this whole coronavirus thing. The monster in my closet is so dumb, he doesn't think I can hear him jacking off to me sleeping in a cheerleader's outfit. That was supposed to be really funny.
Yeah.
It scares me y'all didn't laugh. That was supposed to be really good. How's it going? I'm still running for county alderman. I'd like to go over some policies. I saw the movie Tokyo Drift, and I can promise you one thing. If I'm elected county alderman, there will be no Tokyo drifting on our streets. I saw the movie Poltergeist recently, and I can sure as hell tell you one thing. If I'm elected county alderman, we're going to be making sure none of our subdivisions in this community are built on top of Indian burial grounds. I'm sick and tired of coming back to my home at night just wondering for hours before I walk inside if I'm the one that turned that light on. It was probably my best policy. It scares me. Y'all aren't laughing. Can we make pool toys a little less dangerous, please? They're meant for floating, not breaking your neck. If we're on the topic of kids' movies that need to be banned from elementary school, let's bring Lion King into the dialogue. I'm sick and tired of staying up, hoping Scar doesn't make his appearance on screen, but he does every time.
I'm pretty good, sir.
Oh, you're from London too, as well, right?
I'm from Australia.
Oh, okay.
Trail of Tears? No shit. Have you ever been to Oklahoma? I'd be crying too. Can you imagine those Indian children asking, "Are we there yet?" And the parents are like, "Shut the fuck up. We're in Pine Bluff, Arkansas." Was excited to finally see Roderick Howard's Apollo 13 last night. For those that don't know, he's the balding redheaded black film director. He also did the Da Vinci Code. I'm writing a Dracula movie starring Ron White. It's called Dracula's Back. The whole time is just Ron White saying, "Drac's back, Jack," in different locations. I usually like to leave a pube on the toilet when I use a public restroom. Just something I was brought up doing. That was probably my best joke, that last one. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno, is what I told my wife when the prostitute showed up a day early. The guy that invented Adderall must have been on it. Call me old-fashioned, but I think a woman's place in the kitchen is in the oven. Here's my newest pickup line. What's your favorite school shooting? But seriously, a little PSA. People need to stop sending me messages saying I look like Travis McMichael, the guy that murdered Ahmaud Arbery. I look nothing like him. I'm a lot more fit than he is. Seriously, people need to stop sending me those messages. It's been nonstop ever since the horrendous murder. I bet the first person to ever get rickrolled was like, "Hey, you sent the wrong link to Mandy Moore's nudes." I'm currently writing a reboot to Murder, She Wrote, starring me, William Montgomery. It's called Murder, He Wrote. I banged my girlfriend so hard last night, I gave her moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. To finish off, it's the 40th anniversary of Dante's Peak. I would like to give a moment of silence for Pierce Brosnan. I'm a big Jay-Z fan, specifically Hard Knock Life. That's all I listen to. I'm in a tub up to 6 hours a day now. It's not funny. It's no joke. I have a diabetic dog. Hey, Tony, do you think Redban's ever seen Pete's Dragon? Met my girlfriend at the X Games. She was a half pipe. Joe Biden's so old, he can't remember where he buried those kids' bodies. How's it going? I'm actually a Jesus freak. No, I'm kidding. This is about to be, I am, but this is about to be probably my best set. I'm proud to announce I'm joining the Mighty Morphin Power Bottoms. Paul Walker, more like Paul Crasher. I heard the reason Paul Walker crashed was because the director forgot to say cut. So I've got a La La Land joke. What's red, white, and blue? It's Emma Stone's body at the bottom of a pool. So I guess the question is, what happens to George Floyd's counterfeit money? You think he left it in the will?
I'm not fucking with it.
Seriously, what happens to his money? I'm a George Floyd fan. I was at Neiman Marcus earlier, looting televisions, you name it. I'm a George Floyd guy. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. It's filled with black people. I like black people. I'm just saying, I mean, what happens to his counterfeit money? What happens to his counterfeit money? I don't know. Who set up the will? How's it going, y'all? I'm pretty juiced tonight.
Yeah.
It's my ringtone now, juice.com.
He was waiting to see if there was a delay or something like that. There's no delay, William. Just keep going.
That reverb. Ryan Gosling is married to Eva Mendes, which is almost as surprising as finding out Danny DeVito was married to Arnold Schwarzenegger. Say what you will about Scientologists, but goddamn, can they act? Best damn actors in all the pyramid scheme religion industry. I'm not joining. I'm a Christian. Boy, I screwed up this time. I wanted to start a GoFundMe for the guy that got killed in Minneapolis, but I got the names mixed up. So if you want to donate money to the Criminal Defense Fund, link is in the bio. Newsflash, Sting defunded the police years ago. I watched the movie The Fly recently. What are the odds? Can you imagine if now you had George Floyd's counterfeit money? That money is now worth more than it never was in the first place. Does this mean I have to throw away my Confederate flag dog collar I make my daughter wear? I heard George Floyd's last words were to make change for a 20.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
Jamaica!
Uh-huh.
First off, I want to say Happy Father's Day to all the virgin incels. Dude, why do you have a giant collection of feet? That is my impression of me walking into a Foot Locker. Please direct me to the nearest Foot Locker. That is my impression of a cannibal walking into a shopping mall. Why was Santa Claus at the shopping mall in July? He has Alzheimer's. Are they filming a protest or an N1 mixtape? It's a nightmare that Bert Kreischer is stealing my use of saying the word nightmare as I do. What's y'all's take on that one? Please stop. Hey, cheers, y'all. Please take a seat. What's up? I was metal detected earlier. The Dixie Chicks. What about my toe and shit? A lot of people wanna shit on Chris D'Elia, but that's not his fetish. Whatever happened to the stop and move away from the vehicle guy? No, really, whatever happened to that guy? Chris Angel's greatest trick is how he made himself disappear. It's pretty obvious a black guy named it Cracker Barrel. No, but seriously, I want to give a rest in peace to Judith Barcy. She was the little dinosaur on that dinosaur movie, late 80s. Judith Barcy's father shot her in the head, tried to burn the house down, make it look like an accident. I just want to give it up for Judith Barcy tonight, y'all. I got COVID virus.